Coming up on FaceTime, we are on the journey of experiencing the new high level of Pakistan-China relations.
It will be my endeavor and the endeavor of my government to forge a stronger relationship with China.
Bilateral relations have just suffered a grievous ordeal.
There's an extraordinary security given to our Chinese friends.
Such incidents are not repeated again.
Now the Chinese language can even be a key to lucrative and high-earning jobs.
急需要既会讲英语，又会讲乌尔都语，还能讲汉语的人才。
Higher than mountains, deeper than the oceans, stronger than steel, more precious than eyesight, and sweeter than honey. These are some of the ways to describe relations between China and Pakistan, which continue to grow tighter. China has provided economic, military, and technical assistance. Both sides consider the other a close and strategic ally. We are on the journey of experiencing the new high level of Pakistan-China relations, joined by a Chinese media delegation to Pakistan. Under the situation that China announces a huge plan to greatly support Pakistan's efforts in economic revival. Indirectly, the effects of this bond are enormous, including the popularity of the Chinese language in education. Along with Pakistani companies seeking more Chinese talent.
This is a very big opportunity for us.
All the while, safety is a major issue. Recently, 2 Chinese nationals were killed in a pre-dawn terrorist attack in Kashmir. A Pakistan tour, witnessing firsthand the emerging and diversifying country, and feeling the iron China, Pakistan's relationship holds a foreseeably bright future with unexpected challenges. Nawaz Sharif, the new Prime Minister of Pakistan, just took office in June of 2013. Less than a month after his inauguration, he meets the Chinese media delegation, holding his first press conference to foreign media.
I'm delighted to see such a large entourage of Chinese media. So you're all welcome here. I've had this opportunity of meeting you as my first meeting with any outside media, and it happens to be Chinese media. I am very happy. So once again, welcome to all of you, and it will be my endeavor and the endeavor of my government to forge a stronger relationship with China.
While talking about China and Pakistan's relationship, there is a word becoming popular among Chinese net citizens: Batia, descriptions of iron brotherhood between 2 countries.
Who is in the government, who comes and goes, that doesn't make any difference. The relationship and the friendship keeps moving on, passed on to one generation to another.
Less than 2 weeks after the Pakistan general election, the Chinese premier Li Keqiang arrived in Islamabad for his first visit with the new government. Bilateral trade cooperation between China and Pakistan still has huge potential.
The most important of all was the China-Pakistan economic corridor.
Both sides highlighted and formulated a long-term plan for China-Pakistan economic cooperation. the Economic Corridor project tops the agenda. In this blueprint, Kashgar, in China's far western Xinjiang Uyghur Autonomous Region to the southwest Pakistani port of Gwadar, will be connected by road and railway, in addition to the optical fiber link and even pipelines.
All along this corridor, we're going to have special economic zones where Chinese, Pakistani businessmen can invest into different industries.
On one end of the corridor, the Gwadar harbor construction will unveil a strengthened union between the two countries. With the operational control by China Overseas Port Holding Company and investment of $248 million to build by China's engineering company, Gwadar will be one of the most important ports connecting the Gulf region's oil exports to the overseas market.
If all these things materialize, the trade volume or the bilateral economic cooperation or the trade will perhaps cross hundreds of billions of dollars.
And an overwhelming benefit for not only the people of two countries.
Central Asian countries into SAARC countries and Central Asia. I think there is about a population of 3 billion people which will benefit from such cooperation. And I think this is a big, huge population in this region which is going to benefit from this cooperation.
Bilateral relations have just suffered a grievous ordeal. Less than 2 weeks before the media delegation tour, 11 people were killed in a pre-dawn terrorist attack in Pakistan's northern area of Gilgit-Baltistan. 2 of them are Chinese civilian mountaineers, highlighting the challenge for Pakistani security and both countries' anti-terror cooperation.
Let me express my deep condolences on the tragic deaths of Chinese and other foreigners in the northern areas of Pakistan, in the Gilgit-Baltistan region of Pakistan. And we feel very sorry about the people who have lost their lives, and my heart goes out to all the bereaved families. It was an incident that is never forgettable.
There is a very coordinated and planned incident. You can understand who would benefit from this kind of incident. Those who are Pakistan's enemies, not friends. Those who are not the friends of the countries whose nationals have been targeted. In particular, our very dear friend China's nationals.
Once arriving at Islamabad, we can feel the tension more or less. Wherever we go, the Chinese media delegation is always protected by police vehicles and armed escorts.
It's okay. Chinese will come Pakistan and visit Pakistan. We will take them security for their lives and their properties anywhere.
The country guarantees Chinese people in Pakistan will be safe by extra care.
Of course, it is our duty that we will provide every possible protection to the Chinese who are working in Pakistan, and so that such incidents are not repeated again.
There are many Chinese friends who are working on various projects. There are many Chinese tourists coming here. The government of Pakistan takes extra care to ensure the safety and security of those who are working. There's an extraordinary security given to our Chinese friends.
And Pakistan will make its initiative efforts to improve the security environment.
Pakistan has paid a very heavy price as far as lives are concerned, lost lives are concerned, as far as terrorism is concerned. And more than 40,000 people in this country have lost their lives.
If you heard the Minister of Interior when we were receiving the bodies from Gilgit, he was admitting that in the past we were more reactive. Then an incident will take place and then we will go for investigations and taking out the measures. But this government and he himself has indicated that no, the reactive policy is gone. We would be more proactive now.
We are as keen to address this situation as we are to address the issue of load shedding in Pakistan. So I think in the coming days, in the coming weeks and months, you will see improvement on this particular issue.
For the Chinese people living and working in Pakistan, some of them have no lingering fear. Lahore is the second largest city of Pakistan, 186 miles away from Islamabad. In the best hotel of the city, we have Chinese food and meet Chinese staff here.
How long have you been in Pakistan?
1 year.
1 year.
1.5 years, I think.
Do you think it's a safe place for Chinese people to come here to work?
I think in Lahore, okay. Pakistan, Islamabad, it's fine. But in Karachi, I don't think so. And the Peshawar, of course, no.
Do you like to work here?
Yeah, I'm very enjoying. Because Pakistan, very friendship, Chinese people.
As Zhang says, wherever we go on the street,
may we take the photo with you?
It seems that Chinese people will always be welcomed and asked to take pictures with the local Pakistani.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you. We feel proud to be a friend of Chinese.
Someone even talks to us in Chinese.
我在中国学习，你知道南京？我在南京上学。巴基斯坦和中国是好朋友，而且中国人很好。
Another Chinese man staying in Pakistan for his duty feels the same. The president of the Confucius Institute in the National University of Modern Languages, Islamabad, Mr. Zhang Daojian, came here 1.5 years ago. He says not only Chinese people, but now the Chinese language is welcomed by locals and getting more popular. It's so quiet during the summer holiday that occasionally only a few students can be seen studying in the campus. But inside the classroom of the Department of Chinese Language, there are enthusiastic students learning Chinese. Their teacher is Rukhansa Hassan. She studied in China with postgraduate studies of Chinese contemporary literature for 7 years.
It's more than 20 years I've been teaching Chinese language.
National University of Modern Languages is the largest and oldest university in Pakistan. It specializes in linguistics and foreign languages. The university is extending its facility and faculty to meet the demand of Chinese learning.
There are 12 faculty members, and out of them, 4 are native Chinese, and the rest are Pakistanis, but they have done their higher education from China.
In one semester, there are 200 students.
The facilities of teaching Chinese language has increased many folds. That's why there is a lot of attraction for the learning of the Chinese language. We have 3 Chinese language labs which are functioning here for the teaching of Chinese language.
Assistant Professor of Chinese, Mitzbah Rashad, learned Chinese when she was 19 years old in 1977. She witnessed China's huge changes, and also the changes in the number of students learning the language.
In previous 20 years, we had very few students in 70s and 80s, but right now we have more than 200 students in Chinese department.
Thanks to China's economic boom and more investment into Pakistan, People consider learning Mandarin as a step for studying abroad and doing business in China.
I think the more a country, the more it develops, the more the language is developing with it.
We in Pakistan feel certainly that one day China is going to become a superpower in the world. So that is the reason, because that is a very important factor, that if you know the Chinese language, naturally you can interact with the people in China.
I want to go to China for PhD studies. So if I learn Chinese here, so it will be very convenient for me to visit China, different places.
I'm learning Chinese because I'm going to China for higher study, and to 学习汉语 it's a pre-requirement of international students.
Chinese can even be a key to lucrative and high-earning jobs. Because of the occupational skill of Chinese language, Mitzbah Rashad can earn 100,000 Pakistani rupee, or $940 per month, which is the upper middle class earning level in Pakistan. And here's another example.
I'm working in Tianxi International Company, basically Chinese company. I earn 5 lakh rupees in 1 month, this company. This is a very big opportunity for us.
Chinese learning seems a little bit to be functional and making people accessible to instant benefits. Overall, bilingual or even trilingual talented job seekers with Chinese skills are all wanted people in the domestic market.
因为现在我们很多中方的公司都急需要既会讲英语，又会讲乌尔都语，还能讲汉语的人才，也就是3语人才。记得去年还有一家公司过来给我要人，我当时跟他说：“我对不起啊，我们现在没了，我们现在没了，因为我们就是说程度比较好的学生啊，一个是在国内在中国在留学。” 其他的就是在工作，其他的他们都在工作，并且工作还非常不错。
They see the future, they see the prospects that if they know the Chinese language, they can cash it, they can get more benefit out of it.
学习汉语的热情虽然很高，但是实际上就是说想保证这一个持续性的效果，这个还目前来说还比较困难。就是说汉语学到一定程度的，他就在这儿找了一个公司，就是我们中国的公司，我们工作非常多，他就参加工作了，他没有兴趣再继续去学习了。
Everything in this country seems to be burgeoning economically. Economic development is becoming everyone's concern.
A lot of people in Pakistan at the moment are living below poverty line. It is a group which has to become part of the global village.
And the country is diversified, moving away from the conservative stereotype. People start to embrace more open concepts and creative ideas. More and more women are hunting for jobs and starting career plans. We see many female staff at the Pakistan Television Corporation, one of the 2 major television networks in the country. In the anchor and host position, there are more female than male. It seems that the country is at the door of change.
My message specifically to the Chinese people would be that you must come to Pakistan. You see, if you see the initial days of your country, in our country, this was one of the countries where most of the Chinese came.
In this garment shop, the Chinese media delegation members are in a rush to buy. The shop owners offer goods for Chinese people with a special discount.
This is 4,000 rupee. 4,000.
就等于200。
耶那，哇，也加嘛哇哇。这打开了，快来一口了，打开了。